Charlotte Phoenix are one of the best teams in the rival series for sure. And if you're not going up against them full strength, it's a scary story.
I'm assuming this decision is more of done for sake of. I mean, we've been there when you're competing. You're like, okay, let's just play through it. But do you think that they should bring in the sub? Like, I mean, look, listen, they have Creams. Cream. This is the guy we were saying, oh my God, he's one of the most incredible players we've ever seen. Week 1. I mean, they have a guy who scored 4 or 5 goals and single-handedly stole the show. Do you think this is a situation where maybe? I guess it's a little too late now, but maybe they look back on this and think, wow, we should have used our sub.
They could still pull them out later on. So we'll see what happens. But I think where it matters, and you'll see it play out on the field, is in challenges. You see right there, he just got beat out. And that's going to be the difference maker, because that 140 ping, you're not going to miss the ball. You're not going to miss your shots. What it does is it puts a little separation between you and your opponents, and it gives them a little more time. And that's not what you want for Turinturo. You don't want to give him more time.
Yeah. Yeah, and those little small differences, man, even a second is too long in this game. And speaking of too long, that defense hovered just a bit as Jordan was able to knock it away from the net, so a save from Omni Nation. Never mind Shadow off the side of the wall. It's going to knock one through, and they're going to go up 1-0 to start game 1.
Yeah, look at the decision here from the defender. If we get to see it, you see him turn outside, going towards the back post. And right there, you got to challenge the ball. You can't go that far backwards because you leave the net wide open. And Charlotte Phoenix up by 1 early here in game 1, but still plenty of time for Omni Nation as they get to work in the offensive half.
And if Jordan's a little bit of a step behind, you don't really want him sitting back on defense for things like this, a miss hit and a great flick. Shadow's going to easily dust off the top shelf, and Karma with a beautiful play to send it right up to her teammate.
Well, and there's Jordan in the corner missing that ball. You got to wonder what that is attributed to, but either way, he needs to have that hit for his teammates. And you said it, Shadow with his second one here in game 1, that's 2 goals. Numbers confuse me, I apologize. And 2 assists for Karma.
This could be number 3. Turinturo just took it. Oh my. See you later.
And this is what he brings to the field.
We talked about him. Where do you put him on the team? If you bring him in, we talk about, if you want to look at stats, of course in baseball it's called wins above replacement. You take a player out, how much does that team actually win when they're not in? I think Mike Trout is one of the greatest in history. Turinturo is one of those war kind of guys. You take him out, let's see how the team does. You put him in, he immediately makes others better. He's just one of those players. And of course we can only attribute Jordan's play to just missing open hits, and we'll see what they elect to do if this series extends. But for now, you have to wonder, is Omni Nation going to gain control of their half? They finally do. And Percy is looking to extend the play. Jordan now over. Does not win the challenge. Up for Shadow, and Karma will have easy time handling that and sending it back to the corner.
And a good hit there from Magic. You saw Karma up on that side wall. Magic had one spot to put it, one spot only, and he hits it beautifully. Little waterfall down. Turinturo there for the cleanup. And so far, Omni Nation, while they have 2 shots on the board, not much offense coming out from them. Charlotte Phoenix have held strong on defense.
Great hit from Turinturo. That's going to go off the sidewall. And back to midfield. Shadow wins the challenge somehow. Here comes Karma. And she sets it up for no one as it's knocked away in a demo in favor. Another demo as Karma clears out midfield. No problem. 1 over defender. That's passed up for Karma, and a beautiful save from Magic Bear. Keeps this game at just 3 goals, but they're looking to wipe away Omni Nation from the start of game 1.
Yeah, so far this has just been a manhandling of Omni Nation, and Karma keeps this ball in the offensive half. Looking for a demo as well. Omni Nation just has not been able to get any offense started, and we haven't seen any crazy passing plays, any crazy offense coming out from Charlotte Phoenix. Is just been capitalizing on mistakes that have been put on the field from Omni Nation.
And we said that this is going to be the biggest challenge. The only criticism we really have about Charlotte Phoenix is their ability to execute and to close the deal when they're called upon, right? I mean, in all 4 of their games, or their series, I should say, they've gone the distance. They just have yet to find a way to close the deal. They haven't been able to close out games, and that's why they sit at 2-2, but they read defenses perfectly. And Omni Nation has to throw a couple of different looks if they want to be able to steal this series, even though they come in as probably favorites. But once again, Charlotte Phoenix take the ball away in transition, and they do it so well, and that sets up so many plays with Turo on board. And Shadow's going to control this one, a demo from Percy, and Shadow by himself takes it over 2 defenders, carries it through midfield, and makes it a 4-0 game.
Beautiful touch there, and then that touch to get it over Magic Bear. Good heads-up play from Shadow to recognize the defender's low on boost. He just has to get another touch on it to put it towards net, and Shadow gets a hat trick here in game number 1. Charlotte Phoenix looking like a team that can't be slowed down right now.
Karma continues to intercept these passes, and she sets it up for teammates. And when your teammates are individually just making slight work of the defense, there's no problem there. This will continue. A great hit. I think that was Shadow on the other side. Yep, it's Turo passes up 1. Another will get knocked away back to the corner. Karma should have an easy time reeling this one in. Oh, a great bump. Actually takes her out of the equation, but they weren't able to follow up. And I don't think, if I'm mistaken, Subi, please let me know, but I don't believe that Omni Nation has more than maybe 2 shots on net.
I mean, technically they do, but like
Two
real
good,
shots?
realistic shots. Yeah.
No, they don't have 2 good realistic shots. They have 4 on the board, but any that you can chalk up to anything dangerous to make Charlotte Phoenix flinch, nah, nothing.
This could be an opportunity. No, Shadow denies it. You would hate to go out of game 1 without a goal, but it's going to be a 4-0 lead unless something magical happens. Not today. That should be spiked down. Karma will have easy time carrying this.
Ooh.
And a great, oh my god. Style points, hat the stats, you earned it.
I mean, look at the way that she goes up, sees the defender going back, so hey, I'm going to just catch this, pop it up, and make a Magic Bear look silly. Good ball control there from Karma, and great game from Charlotte Phoenix. They easily take game number 1 on the coattails of Shadow with that hat trick.
Okay, now we're moving to game 2. Still, Jordan wasn't really that involved. We're going to check to see if he's feeling okay. Do you think now, looking at how game 1 went, oh, well, he says he's okay, but you got to wonder, do you think Creeps is an option?
He is an option, but Jordan, he's at the top of the scoreboard right now. It's hard to say because this team, yeah, they played week 1 without Percy, I believe it was. Could be mistaken.
Magic Bear.
It was Magic Bear. Okay, thank you. They played with Creams, and now that they've kind of got the ball rolling, they don't want to disrupt this roster anymore. They want to stick with this and keep it going because they have the synergy, they have the flow, and they know what each other are going to do. And that's huge in Rocket League because you can get trust in your teammates, and you know that your teammates are going to trust you. So you can start inching forward. You can start looking for those passes out of midfield. You know what each other are going to do. So that's a hard one. Like, yeah, do I think it might be a better option? Maybe, but right now, Jordan's saying he's good. Let's keep going. And I love the confidence from the young fella, but you got to know when to throw in the white towel.
If we go to game 3 and Charlotte's running away 2-0, I think, again, I'm not in the comms. I don't know. But just from an outside perspective, from, you and I have been commentating long enough. We've been watching players for almost a decade. I think at that point, you call in Creams. I mean, you're down 2-0.
I don't know if you
got
can. I need to look at the rule book again because I'm not sure if you can, unless it's something like a player's PC crashes or something. I don't know if you can just make sub changes on the fly like that. And I'm going to call out, I'm going to just say, hey, Stacks. And he'll listen. He'll look it up for us. Yeah, he's the Rocket League encyclopedia.
Well, let's see if they're able to at least make it work out, right? We would love to. Again, we want to see every series go the distance. That's what it's the best for the scene. That's the best for these games. And it makes everyone happy at the end. But we'll see what they're able to do. Magic Bear with a great pinch off the side of the wall, but Percy wasn't in a good position. We're going to make sure we get an answer from Stacks, but for now, still control 1 by Omni Nation as they now have an opportunity to clear out their side. And Jordan will carry a good flick over from him, but Magic Bear not going to get a pass forward, no problem. It's going to go off the ceiling. He should have a good time handling this, and he will. Gets it over one player. Turinturo does come in and win the challenge. And again, Charlotte Phoenix intercepting these passes in midfield and setting up opportunities is what's kept them in the middle of the pack in this season.
They're much better from Omni Nation here, but you see the double commit. This could be dangerous off the crossbar. Karma almost got the nasty angle. But Omni Nation come out unscathed, and here they come on offense by 1. But a good challenge there from Shadow to keep this ball alive in the orange half.
What I've noticed from Charlotte off the starts, they're winning a lot of these in-traffic challenges, Subi. Like, they're, great pinch, but they're getting themselves in front of the ball, they're reading the drops, and they're able to win that challenge, and that just sets up man advantages playing back into the box. And when Turinturo can fly freely and Shadow can come over the top like this, I mean, it spells bad things for Omni Nation.
It does, and I just saw something that I don't really like from Omni Nation, and I saw Magic Bear go all the way to the blue half to get one of the big boost pads, leaving his 2 teammates in peril. And thankfully, they didn't get scored on, but I can guarantee you if they keep doing that and putting their teammates in 2v3 situations, they absolutely will get punished for that.
And once again, another opportunity is staved away. Great defense, but even better shot and an even better save from Jordan. Really like to see that, especially with how things might be going on his end, but you have to think one of these days this shot's going to land. Karma off the back wall, and a follow-up from Shadow, and a great save from Percy off the other way as Karma will intercept it. But unfortunately for them, Jordan will be there. Magic Bear again. Karma with another great save, and another.
Percy and Jordan, man.
Just, wow.
Comedy of airs, and Magic Bear can't find the tough angle far upper 90. Percy's going to have to rotate out. That ball's towards net, but Magic Bear pulls that one in and pushes into Charlotte Phoenix's zone. And this is kind of what we were talking about pre-match, and F-Dot brought it up. What does a team need to do to make RLCS? And my answer was being able to do mid-series changes on the fly. And right now, we're seeing it from Omni Nation. They have brought it to Charlotte Phoenix here, and don't make me eat my own words. Oh, Karma can't get the flick. Omni Nation taking their lucky stars on that one.
It was a great flick, but remember, I mean, Omni Nation is rookies, man. These guys are new to the scene. Maybe not new in the community's eyes or new in the tournaments, but they are rookies in Rivals. So the ceiling is high for them. Their future is bright. They've made an incredible run at 4-1 this far. Of course, they're looking to extend that, but just you have to give props where props are due, and they're playing Charlotte incredibly well right now, with all of the slights that may or may not be. That's going to go back into the corner. Turinturo will grab it, and he will continue it. Jordan gets the last hit. It's going to go off the back wall. No one to follow. One was, and Jordan has to fly back on defense. So
that last
numbers advantage.
We saw about 10 seconds ago was beautiful. I love that to keep pressure up because he didn't have a shooting angle available. So his teammate called out that he was open, but hold the phone. Karma 1v1 gets the pop, but Percy saw it coming, and Karma was looking for that air bump, but it didn't come through. Dangerous waterfall, and Jordan gets the clear. 10 seconds to go here. Game number 2.
Well, it's passed up to Turinturo. Let's see if he passes it any other way. Shadow with a hit. That should be saved away, no problem. Here comes a follow-up. A miss from Turinturo. Uncharacteristic, but another one. Oh, my God. Karma just put a dagger in their heart.
Well, check it out. Look at Percy and Jordan. That is what low boost looks like from 2 players, both sitting at 12. Neither one could push forward to challenge it, but neither one wanted to back up into net because they knew they wouldn't be able to get out in time. And just what a shot from Karma. Good recognition there, and ends the game with 0 seconds on the clock.
Oh, man. Again, this team, we talk about Karma's accuracy a lot and her placement along whether, she had that phenomenal goal on the sidewall in week 2, but you talk about her accuracy and her ability to maintain presence in the play, right? Staying in the right position, reading these passes. I mean, coming down to the wire, again, this was a team that we had talked about their inability to close the deal, to finish the plays, to find success. Finally, they close the deal. They steal game 2, and now we're looking at a situation where Omni Nation, I mean, if I'm in those comms, I am clearly wanting to extend the series, no doubt, but I'm frustrated, man. Like, we had this game, at least sent it to overtime, and you just gave it up. A lack of boost in the net. Jordan with 2 saves, but man, it's hard.
I mean, you also have to look at the shots. I mean, Charlotte Phoenix, again, like doubled the shots coming out from Omni Nation there.
Yeah.
And while Omni Nation looked strong and they held strong for 4 minutes, 59 seconds, and 99 nanoseconds, or whatever you want to break it down to, you fell apart at the last second, and you have to play perfect Rocket League for 5 whole minutes if you want to win the game, especially against a team like Charlotte Phoenix. They don't allow a lot of shots on net, and they do. I mean, surprisingly, they're the number 1 team in the league for saves, as far as like lowest amount of saves. Whether you want to view that as a good thing or a bad thing, they just don't allow teams to bring a lot of offense into their zone. They just get scored on because of like mistakes. They allow booming clears over their head.
No, that's exactly right. They don't make they're a very good box and goal line team. Like, they don't give up much. So when you have to take the opportunities where you can, the biggest problem with them, of course, has just been allowing like booming clears for hits, as well as finishing the deal. But here comes a nice shot from Karma. Jordan saves it away, and Karma off the ceiling could set it up for Shadow. And Shadow's going to take it to the corner. Karma had no boost. I think they both knew that. And now they're going to follow this one back to the other side.
And that's plays. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, buddy.
No.
Karma,
Let's
go
just.
ahead.
Hey, Karma, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Karma. You got it. Tell us what you wanted to say. But I was gonna say in game 2, it was almost like a facade, right? We didn't see a lot of Omni Nation. They played great, but it was all defense, nothing to their fault. And we haven't seen a lot of offense from them because of how well that Charlotte Phoenix is playing some of these challenges. Now comes the situation of, okay, we've relied on our defense for 2 games. What do you have to show us? And off the start, Karma gets a goal. And again, their backs are against the wall in the game 3.
And we saw possibly what could be a chink in the armor for Charlotte Phoenix. And it's plays like this, transition plays, it's an open net. Can Jordan do anything? No, a soft shot. Karma's there for the save. But that is what Omni Nation need to do. They need to transition quickly from defense to offense. That's where they can be successful. What a beautiful play from Percy, but Magic Bear wasn't ready. And this is dangerous. That shot almost there off the crossbar. And a good demo, but Percy leaves the pressure.
It's incredible how quick Charlotte Phoenix is. What a great bump out. Pass to Shadow. Can he finish? Yes. A phenomenal bump from Karma sets up that whole play. It clears a player out, or a bump from Shadow, excuse me, and he follows it in. Subi, just beautiful.
What is that shot?
Oh my God.
He's rolling and he's upside down to get underneath the ball. I mean, if you want to turn your car into a pitching wedge, that's how you do it.
The thing I was trying to say before that whole play happened was, it's amazing how quick Charlotte Phoenix are at transitioning on offense, right? Like getting to the ball and making a shot land. Like, they're one of the fastest teams in the league at it. Again, Shadow with a carry. An unfortunate bump. That's another goal. Subi, what is happening?
A dismantling of a team. We're seeing it live unfold right before our very eyes. And Karma must have been watching, because she is making me look silly right now, and she's doing it on purpose.
Well, right now is do or die time. If they get one more goal, you're probably looking at the end of a series. I hate to be gloomy. I hate to be gloomy, but at like 4-0 with just the way it's been going, the momentum or lack thereof for Omni Nation.
Even a 3-0, like, this is still pretty gloomy looking for Omni Nation.
I'm trying to read the tea leaves, and the tea leaves are telling me that that's a great block and a great save from Shadow. And they're telling me, man, that all of the momentum and the pendulum is completely in Charlotte Phoenix's corner, and there's no chance that they're going to let this lead slip.
I am going to go ahead and agree with you, even though my prediction said otherwise. I am being made a fool once again, but, you know, I had faith in Omni Nation. I liked what they've been doing so far in the season, but, you know, we talked about it during the break that we had. Is it better for a team to kind of start off against the hardest teams in the league and then coast downhill, or is it better to kind of warm up and then see how you do against the juggernauts? And I think we're getting the answer. While, you know, Charlotte Phoenix is 2-2, they're looking better right now than a 4-1 team.
Yeah. I think that at this point, there is a very big positive to take away for Omni Nation, in which is starting the season off this hot is great because it tells you what your success is, it tells you what works, and it's continued to work, so don't abide from that. But it also tells you is when you get a loss like this that's so glaring, and some of the issues in terms of transitional defense that Charlotte Phoenix has had, and transitional offense for Omni Nation, and finding ways to not stack box, these big issues that are very clear, you can go in VOD, you can watch back and change, and you can find a way to correct it because your lead in the league allows you to do so. They're about to fall to 4-2. Is it great? No, but it's still 4-2. Everything that's worked for them up until this point has continued to work, not so much in this series, but the mistakes are big enough and visible enough to where they don't have to wonder what they did wrong. It's very clear, and they have an opportunity to fix it with still a good enough record to stay possibly top 3.
And Karma has 100% goal participation this match. She did a goal, assist, goal, assist. So, I mean, you could call her Lady Gaga, if you will, but she has stepped up so big for her team, getting involved every single game, hitting the last second.
Much.
You love me. You don't have to lie.
I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out, but props to you for coming up with that on the fly. Another goal, a hat trick for Shadow. Oh, stupid.
Oh, man. But, yeah, hat trick for Shadow. This team right now can do no wrong. I have always been a fan of Karma. I've always been a fan of Charlotte Phoenix, and it doesn't mean I'm going to be biased when I'm casting them. Obviously, I'm picked against them. Been a fan of Jimmer. You know, he does great work as a coach, and you can tell that this team has worked together to figure out the roles and figure out where these players work. And I'll tell you what, I'm so shocked